Welcome to our channel. Lots of summaries of interesting films. Keep it updated. Press subscribe and turn on notifications. To support us, you can like and share our videos.
The Blazing Samurai tale opens the movie. Cats live in the town of Kakemusho, but other feline criminals threaten the locals. According to legend, the samurai will emerge as the town's savior and restore tranquility. Along with his general ogre, the warlord Ikachu controls an army of cat bandits to execute his bidding. He needs the cats of Kakemusho to leave in order to expand his palace and dominion before the shogun shows up. He sends his bandits into the city to stir some trouble. Local cats Chuck and Ishio, as well as Amiko and her mother Yuki, an ambitious young samurai, live in Kakemusho. When the shogun becomes aware of what is happening, he speaks with Ikachu about dispatching a samurai to defend the people of Kakemusho. Ikachu enters the dungeon where he is imprisoning Hank, a dog who was kidnapped for trespassing and because cats despise dogs. He is made a samurai by Ikachu in the hopes that the cats in Kakemusho will attack him and dismember him, allowing Ikachu to arrest them all and free himself up to raise the town. Hank meets the town's cats with a chilly greeting as is to be anticipated. They disapprove of him for being a dog and have doubts about his samurai skills. Later, he runs into Jimbo, a chubby former samurai who lives off catnip. Hank begs Jimbo to assist in his samurai training after realizing that he can learn anything from him. Jimbo initially declines, but Hank ultimately persuades him to. A training montage that Hank and Jimbo go through shows Hank's inept attempts to become a samurai. Ikachu dispatches Sumo, a big cat, to attack Kakemusho in the meantime. Hank is forced into action after Sumo causes some havoc. Amiko tries to join in on the activity while he is being flung around. Jimbo eventually assists Hank in knocking Sumo to the ground when he places an edamame pod in Sumo's mouth, allowing Hank to strike Sumo. This enhances Hank's reputation as a hero. Jimbo and Hank become closer friends, and as a result Jimbo tells Hank why he gave up becoming a samurai after failing at his job. Later, Ikachu extends an offer to Hank to attend a sizable celebration in his honor. Hank has started to let his newfound fame and glory go to his head, so Jimbo warns him against going, but this leads to a dispute between them. Hank attends the event where Ikachu has hired all the cats to be happy for him. While everything is going on, a group of bandits break into Kakemusho and destroy the town, leaving a path of destruction everywhere. Sumo is also taken prisoner, and they return him to Ikachu's palace. Everyone looks at Hank with regret and shame when he returns since they needed him so much. Hank accepts his mistake and gets ready to depart Kakemusho. He decides to continue being a hero after taking a look at some origami that Amiko produced for him. To release Sumo, Jimbo makes an attempt to enter Ikachu's palace. Sumo is appreciative of both Hank and Hank's assistance when he shows up. Ikachu's thugs pursue the heroes after it is apparent that Sumo has erupted. Jimbo appears to sacrifice himself in order to free Hank and Sumo from their captors while staying behind to fight the bad guys. Then Ikachu gathers an army and ogre to storm Kakemusho and execute everyone. Then Hank gathers the populace to fight back and defend themselves. While the raiders enter the town and attempt to do additional damage, they make paper duplicates of themselves and leave them there. Hank detonates a number of explosives to eliminate the bad guys once they discover they've been tricked. The citizens then engage the raiders in battle before the shogun shows up. The villain then flees as Ogre spills to him the entirety of Ikachu's scheme, but Hank pursues him. Ikachu literally breaks the fourth wall to enter a movie theater and return to his palace, where he fights Hank. The two clash on Ikachu's enormous jade toilet. Jimbo joins Hank, while Ogre tries to assist Ikachu. The toilet overflows as a result of the two falling into it, sending a wave in Kakemusho's direction. To redirect the water, Hank instructs the cats to dig a hole. The locals work together to rescue 3 kittens who are washed up by the current with the help of Ogre now present. Hank is once again hailed as a hero after the town is rescued, and the shogun offers to make him a full-time samurai. Emiko receives the accolade from Hank, who is grateful but believes she is not quite ready. Jimbo and Hank continue to remain buddies while Hank resumes his training.